All right, everyone. Settle down. Settle down. Make sure we good. We good. We'll see. We'll see when I change the camera. Oh, that's why it's not working. Boom. Boom. No lights. No lights. Let's fix that. I'm messing up today, bro. Messing up today. All right, let's lower this a tad. Boom. Whew. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. We are in it. We're in it to win it. There's a lot of stuff that's happened this week. Or this past week, I should say. Get in here. Let's get in here. Whew. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? It's been a long day, man. Yesterday was a half a day of work and just been raining. It's gonna rain like all week, it looks like, you know. Let me check the weather, because it's gonna rain tomorrow, and I'm not taking kindly to that. Let's just say. Come on. Lake Buena Vista. We're gonna check the hourly. Let's see what happens tomorrow. %62% at 6 o'clock. Scattered showers. So basically the whole time that I want to stream. Oh, look who's in here. Look who's in here. Where's it at?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. What's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, just checking the weather for tomorrow. It does not look good. It does not look good at all. Does not look good, and I'm not happy about the weather. I'm really not. Now comes the fun part, is whether or not I actually want to go up there and do all this. Because it's raining. Maybe I do a morning stream instead. You know, maybe I switch it up. I don't know. I could definitely get there in the morning and do a 9 a.m. to like 3 or 4 and just stream in the morning. That means I have to get up early, and I'm not. I don't like getting up early, but I could stream from the parks tomorrow and go early. So, dilemma, right? So I don't know. The water moccasins. I don't want to bring out the water moccasins. I didn't even submit a lost and found for my umbrella yet. I still haven't even done that. Oh, Maron. It's just. It does say partly cloudy. So I could do a morning stream until like 3. I know, it's so unpredictable. And what's funny is that this will probably change. It'll probably, more than likely it'll probably get worse, honestly. But I mean, I might just go up there in the morning. I think that's what I might do. Pickles, what's up, man? Yeah, I want to go see the new show. And I want to be able to like record the new show or just see it. Or I know it's probably going to be demonetized. I already know I'm like not going to get any money for that at all. It's just basically to kind of like bring in views or whatnot, right? So yeah, there's that. But enough about that. We got some stuff to go. You see all these up here? Some of these are copies, but not a lot. But we have a lot of things to go over, right? So let me see. Okay. All right. First things first, guys. Villains and Mermaid. Yep, that's right. Villains and Mermaid. Yeah, they opened yesterday. The times have been crazy. The times, it's been at least an hour. It was like 80 minutes for Mermaid. They actually have a wait time for Mermaid, whereas the villain show, they don't really have like a wait time because it's the way they have it set up. It's not really a line kind of per se, but so now they have to start thinking about lines and all that stuff for it because everyone's going to these two shows. And to be fair, it's probably better to go early, you know. But enough about that. There's two major things that we got to talk about, right? Okay. It is official, guys. Okay. It's official. We have the new trio cast for Harry Potter, the big three, LeBron, Bosch, and Wade of Harry Potter has been confirmed. These are the people now, guys. All right? These are the kids. We're going to have these kids for a while. So get used to them, okay? Get used to these guys. We finally have the roles for Harry, Ron, and Hermione. All right? So nothing really, I guess. I mean, we could read this. Nothing really, information-wise, it's just that we have the cast now. The cast has been set. Now they can start filming or doing whatever they need to do now, right? So these are the three, right? Let's read this. Let's go ahead and read this from That Park Place. Wizarding World has found its new stars. HBO has finally announced the three young actors who will step in the roles of the core trio, Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron, for its upcoming hand. Dominic McLaughlin has been casted as Harry Potter. Gentleman, this young chap right here, joined by Arabella Stanton as Hermione. What I do like about these is that they fit, they fit enough to where it's going to work, so it's fine. And then Alistar Stout. Ooh, Alistar. What a great name, sir, for Mr. Ron Weasley. That is hilarious. The casting marks a major milestone for the series, which held opening call auditioning 30,000 people from around the world. Interesting. That's a lot of kids, man. That's a lot of kids to go through, But we have them. These are the three right here. And hopefully their acting chops are up to snuff, That's really all it is. Like, they looked the part. It's fine, we're good there. Now it's just the story itself, trying to figure out exactly, how to flesh out seasons of this. I would assume that each season will be like a school year of sorts, where honestly, I would probably take at least one episode or something to kind of flesh out, I guess, Voldemort's backstory or like whatever. Like, I don't know how they're going to do this. I do wish that they do more detail like they did in the books, to where like you learn about Voldemort's backstory and everything. But so far, those are the big three. We got everyone else here in the cast. We don't care about that. So the cast so far. So the blah 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 da, 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 da. Oh wait, they see what they're okay. While the original film trailer launched, Daniel McLaughlin recently acted in Grow, a Sky comedy starring Nick Frost. Oh, that kind of makes sense. He put in a good word because Nick Frost is in this too. Stanton started as Matilda in West End's Matilda the Musical. Okay. Stout's role in Harry Potter marks his first major acting credit. Nice. Nice. Good form, sir. I love it. Okay. They are joined already by the high-profile cast. We got John Lithgow as Albus Dumbledore. He's going to be Dumbledore. What I don't know is that how's the voices? Are they going to be British? I would assume they would be British, right? Okay. We got Janet McTeer as McGonagall. This guy, yep, we all know him for Severus Snape. Nick Frost as Hagrid. That's a good one. Luke Thalen as Professor Quirrell, and Paul Whitehouse as Filch. Okay. So, where are these guys at? That's Snape right there. Okay. Yeah. So let's check out the cast, shall we? Let's do this. Harry Potter cast. HBO. Here we go. From The Independent. All right. Albus Dumbledore. There you go. John Lithgow. All right. I mean, you put a lot of hair and makeup. It's fine, right? It's fine. Professor McGonagall. Okay, I see that. All right. It's good enough. Severus Snape. A little off, but we'll see how it goes. It's just weird. It's just weird, like how you describe him in the book and you don't put him as that. It is weird. I wonder. I'm wondering why, right? Like that's the question. Like, what is the logical reasoning to putting him as Snape? Did he is he obsessive about the character? Is a certain tone or, like how he acts? Maybe it could be a number of different things. So we'll see. We'll see when it comes out. We'll figure it out. Rubius Hagrid, yes, he does fit the Hagrid persona. I do like that. And Nick Frost is kind of funny, so I'll let that. That one's good too. So I'm fine with that. I do not know who this guy is, but he's being Professor Quirrell, okay? And now that they're saying that this guy is Professor Quirrell, it does obviously know that it is going to be part 1, book 1, but it's just how far it's going to take, you know what I mean? Like, are they going exactly by the book or not, right? And then Argus Filch. I do like him. I love him as Filch. I forget what his name is, but he's a good actor in anything he does. So these are the main people for the first season, which I would assume there's more people. Obviously, there's more people but these are kind of I guess the main people for book 1. So what's interesting is that they didn't talk about whoever's playing Harry's parents or any of the other teachers or literally anybody else. These are the main people because we're going to be, except for him, we're going to be seeing all these people throughout the movies, throughout the TV show. So I'm assuming that's only why they assign them. But again, we shall see. But we have the big 3 now. So good luck to them. I hope whoever's writing this based on the books, I hope they do it justice, and I hope everyone can speak in whatever accents they need to speak, So we'll see when it comes out. We'll watch it, obviously. Big fan of Harry Potter, and hopefully all goes well. And don't listen to the haters on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it these days. So yeah, there you go. One and done, right? Stepping in, it's a fictional character, so as long as he's a good actor, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, you say that, but I'm sure it'll be fine, right? I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's off-putting when it doesn't seem to be a logical reason as to why you're changing the character in that specific way. It's so it's like if you changed Harry Potter into a girl. If it was Harriet Potter, right? or Rhonda Weasley, right? Like, what's the point of that? There's no point in changing their sex, right? It's just weird, and it seems like you're pandering, right? So in that regard, they are the bigger characters, but still, Professor Snape is a major character in his own right. So it's just weird to not know the reasoning why that's happening, but yes, you're right, Mark. Stepping into the established roles can't be easy for anybody in any role, no matter what you're playing. The next Iron Man, as you can see, Ironheart's not doing too well. So, and she's not even actually replacing. She's not the new Tony Stark, but technically she is the new Tony Stark. But she's not playing as Tony Stark, so it's a little different, right? Let's get some music in here because it's dull. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just, it's just trying to figure out why, you know what I mean? So that's all it is. Okay, so we have the new characters. We're good. We're good to go. Big. Right? Let's get into some Universal news, right? Let's get some Universal stuff going. Right now, looks like ET is going to get refurbishment set for June. So that's coming up, looks like June 9th until June 13th. It's only like 5 days, 4 or 5 days. So, and these dates are scheduled to change. And that's all it says. It just said they're closing it down for a couple days. They're going to be refurbishing it. It could mean literally anything. Probably some of the things are broke or whatever, and they need to fix it. That's all it is. So it's only going to be down for a couple days to refurbish. So that's good. Nice, right? Okay. We got to talk about this because you are so anti-diversity. I'm not anti-diversity. It's doing it for pandering's sake, right? There's no point in this regard. Okay, so in this regard, it's a little different normally because the story's there. The story's good, right? So it technically kind of doesn't matter who you put in that role. The story's the story, but also it can throw you off if something's not right. Like, it's just a normal thing. When you're looking at something, you can tell that something's not right. There's an issue, right? Maybe he's the best person to audition for the role, and that may be true. It could be that may be true, but really, depending on how big you are, most of these people don't have to audition, really. You know who I think would have been a better person? Adam Driver. Adam Driver has the look, and he can play that kind of like smug role. He literally did it in Kylo Ren. Literally, that's Snape. He would have killed it. Look, people also search for Papa. Yeah, there it is. I'm sure he'll be fine. It's not a big thing, but it's just off-putting because it's like, what? And he's the only one, pretty much. Hermione, technically Hermione, I guess, but she's close enough to where it fits for her. Adam Driver would have been dope. That's what I'm just saying. That's literally Snape. He could have played Snape. Killed it, right? So in that regard. But if you're doing it to pander, and that's the whole like point of, that's where people get things wrong. Like, it doesn't matter. You're just changing the character, or you're just putting that character in as different as possible, and then he's born in San Diego. And then sometimes, like if it's a whole new story, then sometimes but he may not have wanted to take that role. He does movies. True. That's true. But everyone does everything, really. You know? If the money's good, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it was a money-wise thing. Money-wise? No, maybe it was a money-wise thing. But I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just off-putting because now we have... It's just different. You know? But I'm sure the story will be fine. But I'm sure someone told them we need to, there's too many white people or, something. Someone was like, we need to liven this up or something. Could have been anything. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. It's fine. And the story won't suffer because of it. So that's fine. Okay, what was I doing? You throw me off. Can we talk about this stupid Communicore Hall thing? Okay, they got this. We had to talk about this Cool Kid Summer. I've never heard of Cool Kid Summer. Where is it? No, we get to that later. Is this the only one? We got refurbishments. We got whatever. We got all 15 million things happening today. Cool Kid Summer. Where are you at? It's right here. We'll put him here. We'll move this way. I got too many things open. Okay, let's do it. They have this thing called Cool Kid Summer. Okay, you'll let it go. TV doesn't pay. TV does pay. It does. Nice rant. Yeah, I know. Who's doing the tangent talk? Is it me or you? You didn't know. Oh, you were at Epcot yesterday. You didn't know what it was. Okay. Okay, let's Google Cool Kid Summer. Let's see what Cool Kid Summer is. Okay, join us for Cool Kid Summer. Make incredible memories as villains take center stage. Brand new parade lights up the night and so much more. What does that mean? Let's see what happens at Hollywood Studios. Villains. Okay, we already know that. Mermaid. We know that. We know that. What's the difference between Cool Kid Summer? Use our 3-step guide to create Disney World summer vacation your family will love. Join the fun with more character encounters and new ways for families to play. So they're just like, it's just saying they got new stuff. You always rant about being diverse and robot. Yeah. Cool Kid Summer. It's just like a new thing. They're just calling it Cool Kid Summer. There's nothing really too special about it from what I can see. The only difference is they have they changed Communicore Hall into some where you can meet Goofy and like play with Goofy and stuff like that. And they have this it looks like a chutes and ladders on the floor, basically. Okay. Disney Starlight, Dream the Night Away, coming summer 2025. We're supposed to be getting a nighttime parade show, guys. A nighttime parade show. Also, that's supposed to be happening. Debuting July 20th, 2025 at Magic Kingdom. So we're going to have the nighttime show. You remember this from D23? That's going to be cool looking. So I can't wait for that. Let's see. Where's it going? They have the little location. Basically, it should be taking the path of how it normally takes. So we should be okay right there. So we have that. Are we still gonna have Happily Ever After? It depends on what time. Check our schedule. Okay, so they don't know exactly the time, so we don't know yet. So they have that. We have the new Disney villains. Like I said, we have Mermaid. There's this. Tiana's okay. Epcot. We have the Encanto celebration. Okay. Same thing. Same thing. Disney After Hours. Okay. So it just doesn't say anything. It just says kids get discounts. Look at this. We got 3-day, 3-park offers. Save 50% on select kid tickets. I was gonna say select kids, like what kids? You know? So from May 27th to the September. So we might be able to get our kids in for cheaper. So hopefully, depending on the days, like a Wednesday or something, maybe, or the weekend, I don't know. Probably a Wednesday. So we might be able to get kids in for cheaper. So that'll be cool. But that's really it. There's nothing really special about that. But we have new characters we're going to be able to see. We have... And this is early entry character encounters. So as part of Cool Kids Summer, hotel guests can enjoy 30 minutes of early park theme park entry, as well as special character appearances. So if you're at a hotel, you can... Hey, what's up, Tony? Hotel 30 minutes early, you can get to see these characters a little earlier than normal, which is cool. Okay, I like that. You can see these: Tiana, Naveen, Elena of Avalor, Chip and Dale, Rapunzel and Flynn, Mickey Mouse, Pluto, Mr. Shmee. And that's at Magic Kingdom. Epcot, we have Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Bruno, and Maribel. Interesting. Hollywood, Goofy, Max, Chip and Dale. They're normally out. Okay. And then Animal Kingdom. It doesn't say. Finally, hotel guests visiting early entry can find Mickey and Minnie in their safari outfits on Discovery Island out in front of Tree of Life. During regular park hours, this pair meets at Adventures Outpost. It's going through September 1st. So we have some character interactions, okay, for Cool Kids Summer, okay? That's number one. That's number one. Then, oh, I didn't want to click on that. The first look at the overlay for Goofy Core in Communicore Hall. And guys, don't forget, if you haven't already done so, hit that like and sub button. Follow me on YouTube, Theme Parks Assemble. Stream every Wednesday. We stream Tuesday nights. All that fun stuff. Come hang out with me, okay? Good. Done. Boom. We got Goofy Core. What is Goofy Core? It opened today, so it's already open. With Goofy-inspired overlay. The video shows colorful decals resembling board games. In the center of the room, columns and a short pack. Goofy is accompanied by cast members wearing outfits. Okay, Goofy's Game Machine. TV hangs, Goofy Game Machine. There's going to be games. One of the games is Goofy Limbo. Okay, we got Goofy Limbo. The colorful parachute. Remember we used to do this in middle school? Remember the parachute? So we have that. Okay, we also have this. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens. Horrible resolution on it. Okay, we got fun and games. Look at that. Look at that thing. They must have took that from my middle school. Oh, you got hula hoops too? Oh my god. We got some dancing going on. Okay. Good job, guys, everyone. Okay. Alright, so that's a nice little, like, addition to, like, getting out of the sun and still being able to kind of interact with Yeah, that's exactly most important, air condition. That's exactly what it is. Yes. You remember Mouser size? I do not remember that. You feel like you're in the 90s. I know, that's so crazy how long it's been since messing with that little thing. But yeah, how do I feel about this? I feel like it's fine, right? It's something to do. It's for the kids. They can get out of the sun. They can still mess around and hang out with characters. It's not like it doesn't look like an airport anymore, you know? So it's somewhere where people can actually, like the kids, people who got kids can actually have fun and chill out in the air condition, but also still experience the park. So I do like that. That's good. That's good. The more AC, the better. That's absolutely right. You know, other than that, I mean, it's not for me, so I can't, you know, I'm obviously not going to be, you know, I'm trying not to be biased about it. It's for the kids. It's for them. That's completely fine. It's air conditioned. They can get in there, chill out, and it'll filter people in and separate them from doing other things. So it'll help line queues and all that stuff as well. So it's a good idea, right? Because it's getting unbearably hot. I wonder if something, it's gonna be just for summer. Yeah, that's not gonna be something every couple months they change this. They had all the Broadway clothing and stuff in there. They had the Epcot ball that was built with like gingerbread or whatever. What they had before that? They're always changing that up. They always have they have a food shop in there too. They have you know, they have where it's seats and merchandise and stuff in there too. They had art and all that stuff. So they're constantly changing the Communicore Hall into things that, I got something in my ear. I got other headphones in my ear. They're always changing that into something that can be, you know, not a revolving door, but quickly change to like update to whatever's happening during that time. So this is only going to be just for the summer, more than likely. It doesn't say when it ends. It doesn't say when it ends. So I would assume it's going to through September 1st. There you go. September 1st is the last day. That's where that was. Yeah, they need to get a show. Yeah, that big area is, it's kind of weird, that area, because honestly what they did with that whole main area just made it look nice, and then have like a little area there for air condition. I felt like they could have done more with that space, but you know, I mean, you can't put a ride there or anything, you know, you can't put a ride like right in the middle like that, right behind Spaceship Earth like that, but you could have put something else there. But it's fine, you know, for this, I'm with this. It's a cooling area to where you can get out of the sun, and also the kids can still play and hang out and have fun and stuff. So I'm fine with that. That is good. It's not for me, so I can't say one way or the other. It's good for kids, all right? So I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that, right? What else we got here? We can go over that. Let's go over refurbished stuff. Okay, the Seas Pavilion refurbishment wraps up construction and walls come down. So they finally fixed whatever. I don't even know what they refurbished. What did they refurbish? Crews have removed all the construction walls. The Seas Epcot indicating refurbished complete. Construction began on the Sea-Based Aquarium in March when both escalators blocked off. Okay, so they fixed the escalators. Good, because those things were always breaking. Also blocked some pathways and viewing windows, including the upstairs viewing area. Everything is open again, no blockage. Okay, so they blocked all this stuff and now it's open. No major changes, but information signs were updated. Okay. Dive Quest experience resumes operations. Oh yeah, you weren't able to do that for 6 months. We saw some scuba divers enjoying their time with the fish tank. So you're actually now able to swim with the fishes, and not in the Soprano kind of way. During the 4 months of construction, Seas, they were closed at 7 p.m. each day. Now that work is done, they resume operations, usually till 9. Okay, So we got that. That's open. Good deal. Hogwarts Express for a brief May refurbishment. So that happened today until the 30th. So only a couple days. It's only going to be down a couple days. They're going to refurbish. I don't know what they're refurbishing, but it's only for a couple days, so it's nothing too bad, I hope. So we got that. I think that's really it for refurbishments, right? I don't think there's anything else that is happening. Okay, this was the other thing that for Communicore Hall. Okay, Goofy decorations. Okay, we got decorations. I'm all over the place. I already know this. So yes, let's go back to Goofy Communicore Hall. So they have a Gooftastic Summer. Okay, so we have little signage inside. They have like, what is that? It's like paint dripping down the side of the wall. Okay, almost all the furniture has been removed. There's no merchandise or food for purchase. In the center of the room is a large structure filling the columns of paint. Between the columns is a DJ setup, TV screens mounted. Okay, a little entertainment there. One such cartoon is called The Art of Skiing. Oh yeah, the old Goofy cartoon. I used to love those old cartoons. I love those old Goofy cartoons. Mostly saw the temp difference. The last of these shorts was How to Hook Up Your Home Theater in 2007. I never saw that one. I like these older ones. The structure has various knobs, machine type, Goofy game machine, Goofy core. It's dimly lit, has some colors. It has a little signage up there. Okay. Skylight, the circles featured from the short Goofy glider. Okay, and then looks like a board game at the bottom. Okay, and that's the big space that they show now. Yeah, they put all the chairs on the side now. This thing's still going to be full up. A lot of people, this thing's going to be full. Everyone's going to have the seats. They're not going to be able to have a seat. One wall has start, the other says finish. Okay, for like the board game. Okay, that makes sense. Although there's not much furniture, there's cushion benches. Yeah. Okay, hanging from the ceiling, giant game cards. Okay. Oh, they got soft play blocks. Okay, that kids can play with. Okay, cool. DJ and Goof Troop. Okay, cast members, yellow. Yeah. Board game. I do like kind of like how this is. The board game kind of lights up, and I'm assuming it's just the light from coming down from the light, right? I assume that. Okay, you got some stretching, Goofy Limbo, parachutes and pipsqueaks. And that's what this is. Parachute. The parachute game. I don't even know if you call it a game. They have Simon Says. And then they have a dance party. So there's a bunch of little different games that you can play. I wonder, I would assume these are going to be kind of like timed. Like, you're going to be doing these games for like 45 minutes and then have like a 15-minute break. And then do it again. I assume it's going to be something like that. So I do like the colors and everything. I like how it's set up. It gives people a big enough space to like have things to do. Everyone can dance or do whatever. You know, I like the space for what it is, for what they're doing. It's a big enough space for them to do all this stuff. So that's cool. And then they'll have music in there and everyone will be chilling and dancing, right? So, okay, yeah, it's good. It's good. All right, let me see what else do I have. Okay, let's do this now. Attention, Amber. And this is an Amber alert. She already knows about this, but we have a pass holder button now coming to Orlando Universal next month. And we have a toothless button. Look how cute he is. He's a toothless. So it begins June 2nd while supplies last. I don't know why they would say while supplies last. They literally know how many pass holders they have. They know how many annual pass holders they have. And they don't make at least one for everyone. Or at least like 80%. That's usually what it is. It's about 80% of people. Usually because I used to work at GameStop. When you reserve something, you're like, all right, about about 20% of the people are not going to show up to pick up their stuff. So you have a 20% cushion. I would do the same thing for this. Get 80% capacity of making these, and then the other 20% is just lucked out because some of them are out of town or whatever. So you can only pick them up from 11 to 4 in the lounge in Islands of Adventure, which I didn't even know there's a lounge, so I have to find that. Or at the Tonight Shop in Universal's Florida from open to close. So that's we got to go. So we got to go and get them. So I'll be over there probably I don't know when I'm going to go, honestly. We'll see. Probably this weekend or maybe next week. I'm not sure. But, oh, wait, no. You got to start June 2nd. So it'd have to be next week. Next Wednesday, probably. What is next Wednesday? Next Wednesday is like the 3rd or the 4th. I think it's the 4th. So yeah, June 4th, I'll probably be over there. So yes, we have a new Toothless. We have a new Toothless button, right? So there it is. Merch. But guys, everyone, there's merch. Okay? There's merch now. Look what we have. We have Metallic Spaceship Earth Tumbler now at Epcot. It's just a regular tumbler. It's $27. I do like it. It's not... It doesn't appear to be textured. It's not textured. So, it's not great. It looks alright. But for $27, I can find something else. Which, actually, by the way, I need to... Yes, you need to, because you have to snag... I have to snag yours. Yes, I know this. I know these things. Alright. Toy Story Land early entry check-in moves at Hollywood. So I guess this is for people who have... Early entry check-in for Hollywood Studios has moved to the animation courtyard due to the Cool Kids summer activities. What is the summer activities? All guests are allowed into the park about 1 hour before it officially opens. There are early entry checkpoints throughout where hotel guests can check in. Yep. Previously, the resort guests check in early entry at the land's main entrance between the plaza and the Walt Disney Presents. Yep. Now the checkpoint is in the animation courtyard in here. Under the Disney Archway. This means guests will have to early enter. The change is due to Cool Kid offer. Animation Courtyard will be home to an all-day DJ. Animation Courtyard will be home to an all-day DJ dance party and various outdoor activities, which soft open on Sunday but will officially open on Tuesday. What did they even say? You can't believe my job is only making you travel on your birthday but going to miss. I know, right? You're going to miss the whole thing. Early entry checkpoints, Mickey Runway, Grand, Okay. So wait. So now I'm curious. Where is it? Did they even talk about what's happening at Hollywood for the Cool Kids Summers? They didn't officially say. Right? Oh, here we go. Cool Kids Summer Activity Guides available at theme parks. Okay, here we go. Here look at this. There's a thing. Okay. This is the Magic Kingdom guide. It lists entertainment, the cavalcade, the parade, Friendship Fair. There's a staying up late section where it mentions happily ever after fireworks, tips for adults. Okay, there's a little list. Okay, you have the list of stuff to do. The map is minimalist. Okay, bigger rides. Okay, labels 2 limited time offerings: the Big Top Bash and Galactic Blast dance parties. But what is those? What are those? Let's see. We're gonna find it. We're trying to find it. In Storybook Circus, guests can now show off their dance move at Big Top Bash. This summertime dance party will feature a DJ and pop-up silliness with Pluto, stilt walkers, and jugglers. Okay. In Tomorrowland, the Rocket Tower Plaza stage. Oh, they're finally using that stage. Guests can boogie with Stitch during a higher energy party. Once you get tired of dancing, you can head to Merchants of Venus and take part in a craft inspired by the Disney film Elio. So they're finally using that stage for the dance parties that they normally do. Okay, okay. I got it. Okay, what's happening in Epcot? Epcot, we know. Epcot, they have the Communicore Hall stuff, okay? Hollywood, what's doing at Hollywood? Map includes Little Mermaid villains and plus Get Animated in the courtyard. So that Get Animated, it's probably... Oh, it's dancing. Oh, bro, you have all that ice cream, dude. Get Animated Dance Party and other new animation courtyard entertainment has soft open for Cool Kids Summer. Experience schedule for open. Get Animated. Character encounters. Max, Goof. Wait, his last name's Goof? Goofy's last name is Goof? Goofy Goof? Oh my god. How did I not know this? Okay, anyway. Daisy Duck, Chippendale, Donald, Goofy, Goofy Goof, and Clarabelle Cow. Entertainment. They have a clown, magician, jumping beans. Jumping beans. Animator. Animator. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Let's Okay, jump down here. Okay. We got colorful picnic tables. You can meet all the friends over here. Okay, so that's why it was closed for a little bit. They repainted it so you can meet people. All new murals at the courtyard so we can Max Goof, Daisy, Chippendale, Donald Duck, Goofy Goof, Clarabelle. I'm calling him Goofy Goof now, by the way. Okay, we have a clown. Clown dressed like an animator. He does juggling. Okay, he also participates in audience using sketchbooks. Okay. Box of supplies. All right. It's hot outside, but the magician is CJ McSunday. He does an ice cream themed act with box of supplies resembling an ice cream cooler. Give me real ice cream. Donald helps. That's why he's got all that stuff in his hands. Okay. Ice cream balancing act. All right. We have jumping beans. Okay. They perform jump rope stuff. Okay. Animator is a host who wanders the courtyard helping guests get hype and assisting the characters. Her name is a pun. Yeah, we know. Okay, Animator. Get Animated Dance Party. Okay, so they changed Disney Junior. It's been replaced with Get Animated. I'm actually kind of glad that they kind of switched this up a little bit because all they have over there is Disney Junior and they don't have anything else. I wish that whole animation courtyard was dedicated specifically for like Disney Junior characters. So where like you could see Doc McStuffins, you got Fancy Nancy and what is it? Vampira, whatever her name is. You know, have like the Disney Junior characters in that area. Disney Junior show is fine. Just make it more, have like a playground or something, like a shaded playground or something, man. Like get the little kids in there a little more and make that a whole like just Disney Junior area. That's what I kind of wanted in there because it just fits nice and snug in there, you know. It's just like a nice little snugness to it, right? Okay, we got performances, the play and dance. All right, everyone's dancing, having a good time. They're in the air condition, so that's perfect. They can see the characters. There's Timon. Look at all of them in there. See, you got all the characters in there. Okay, so I like that. That's a nice little area again for the kids. Okay, that's good. Okay, and then we have Animal Kingdom. What's happening at Animal Kingdom? Instead of staying up late, the Dino Excavation treat at Dino Bisects. There's already a limited time summer section advertising a special wilderness nature bodge, a pollinator craft at Rafiki's, and a celebration sing along at Discovery Island. They ain't got nothing at Animal Kingdom. They be doing Animal Kingdom wrong, bro. They ain't got nothing there. But, you know, it's something. So that's actually everything for the Cool Kids Summer. So they're just doing little extra things for the kids and whatnot, which is cool. They're not really giving Animal Kingdom no love, but, you know, it is what it is. So, okay, now that we finally figured out everything for that, So now we got the Cool Kids Summer. They also have extra like magic shots, you know, the little where you take a picture and it shows something. As you can see, look at Tom over here. So let's see. Magic mirror shot. Hollywood Studio stage show. So you can get the mirror on the wall guy. You can have Stitch also there. This is in Disney Springs and at Polynesian. So you can get Stitch there. They also have one for Stitch at Hollywood Studios, on the bridge leading to Serena's Castle, and Fantasyland and Tomorrowland, by Pinocchio at Magic Kingdom, at the PhotoPass Studio in Disney Springs, at Contemporary Resort, Grand Floridian Resort, Polynesian Resort, Wilderness Lodge. It's also available at Disneyland by Sleeping Beauty's Castle and California Adventure in Hollywood and Buena Vista. Okay. This example of Stitch Photobomb is from Disneyland, but it's also available at Disney World, Disneyland, find them at the entrance. At these locations for this particular shot. So they have like different shots. Okay, there's so much stuff. Across from Feather Friends in Flight next to Discovery River as you head toward Expedition Everest and Yak and Yeti. Main entrance of Epcot. Sunset Boulevard of Hollywood. Main Street leading up to Cinderella's Castle. And then AMC at Disney Springs. Okay. Do we have... Okay, so there's other shots. So we have more. This guidebook includes a map of park with numbers corresponding. Returning Magic Kingdom shots include Tinkerbell, Hitchhiking Ghost, and Tiana. Okay, so they're all over the park. So as you can see, they're all over the park. We have, looks like Tinkerbell's right here in the front. Obviously, Hitchhiking Ghost by Haunted Mansion. Tiana's by Tiana, so on and so forth. We got Pua, which is over here in Ventureland. Over there by Be Our Guest. Louisa again is over there by Adventureland, and then Olaf is over here by Tomorrowland. Okay, so we got Epcot. So many things. This is a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how I'm gonna what kind of video this is gonna be. I have no idea, but there's so many shots and so many things. Definitely, if you guys haven't already done so, check the channel out, youtube.com. Theme Parks Assemble. We stream, we go over news, we're gonna do reaction stuff, all this fun stuff on the channel. So we got Epcot Magic Shots. Okay, who we got? We got Remy. We got a Jump Point. We got Maribel. We got Bruno. We got Finding Dory. We got an Ocean Wave. Okay, so here we go. There's an Ocean Wave here. We got Hank. Looks like a Guardians portal. We got Remy. There's Maribel. We got Bruni. Not Bruno, Bruni. Daisy Duck. Hank, Ocean Wave. Okay. Alright. Hollywood Studios. They got a lot in Hollywood Studios, too. I know you're going to be wanting to take all these pictures, Amber, too. Just like, oh, there's a little teacup. Oh, Chip. Oh, Chip. I know you're going to do that. So, we have Chip by Chip by Breed and the Beast, okay. Donald's right there in the middle. We got the Green Army Bang back there. Who else we got? We got Grogu. Oh, you got a picture Grogu. Porg. No one wants a Porg. Ednamone. Look at that. And we got a baby. There's a baby animal. That's crazy. Okay, Animal Kingdom. What do we got? We got Kevin. We got Timon and Pumbaa. We got Pascal. I can't even read that. That Khan? It's Ka. Sorry. We got Wally, Bambi, and there's a Banshee. Look at that. So we got a lot. There's a lot of little like picture things trying to boost Epcot. They're trying to boost it. They're trying anything right now. They already know Epic is gaining traction. Epic Universe is gaining traction. There's another park there. now they're just trying to like get people in more and get people to experience more things, pay for little things here and there. Oh, this is a cool picture. Oh, it's $20. All right, I'll get it. It's $20. You only go to Disney once a year, right? You know, it's for that, you know. But there's a lot of pictures, a lot of things, different things to do now, which is cool. So, you know, just a lot of little things that are happening now in the parks, which are good for the kids. Usually, it's, you know, it's the kid things. It's really for the kids. It's not for Tom. Okay. Dance parties. Okay, yeah. Cool Kids Summers. We did all that. All right. So we did all that. That's fine, right? Okay. Here's a story. Here's a story, guys. Check this out. Interesting. I didn't think I would never see the day that Disney would buy a company, right? Disney buying something? Oh my God. Oh no. But Disney picks up the CoComelon streaming rights as Netflix walks away from the declining preschool giant. Fell 60% in viewership. Interesting. Now, why would Disney pick up CoComelon if the viewership is falling? Interesting. I don't know. Let's see. One of the most recognizable names in preschool entertainment, but not because it's still on top. CoComelon, once considered untouchable in the world of animated children content, is leaving Netflix, heading to Disney. The move Disney Plus will take effect January 2027. So it's not even going to be here yet. Netflix still has it for 2 years. So what's going to be different in 2027, where this is going just months before the scheduled release of a Universal-backed CoComelon movie? Makes sense. It's all coming together, guys. It makes sense. But behind the headlines, a very different story. CoComelon isn't what it used to be. Netflix seemed to know. CoComelon, it's definitely an ADHD-ridden kids show, which makes sense because kids really can't they can't pay attention sometimes anymore, you know? But this is kind of perpetuating it. It's like a vicious cycle, right? So let's see. According to internal sources, Netflix that spoke to Deadline, CoComelon viewership has dropping 60% between first half of 23 and second half of 24. It's a year and a quarter, I guess. So, I mean, the decline came despite the release of 4 new seasons within that same period, signaling what has insiders called franchise fatigue. While the show still registers decent performance in top 10 from 2 to 5, it's far from the dominant force it once was. So why Disney stepping away from CoComelon? Reports indicate that both Netflix and Disney submitted offers to renew licensing rights with Moonbug Entertainment, the Candle Media-owned company behind CoComelon. Disney's offer was higher, but the narrative that Netflix was simply outbid doesn't hold up under scrutiny. Sources close to the matter claim Netflix made strategic decisions to let the brand go, citing waning returns and internal reassessment of the preschool slate. Indeed, Netflix has already moved to secure rights to Sesame Street and Peppa Pig. Ooh, Peppa Pig, that little heifer, girl. Which may soon take CoComelon's place in the platform-led acquisition made public just weeks after Bloomberg reported CoComelon's pending departure suggests Netflix had a replacement plan to go. Other Moonbug titles like CoComelon Lane and Blippi. Oh, Blippi, that guy. Okay, it's starting to come a little more into light now. Will remain exclusive, which could further dilute the CoComelon brand by fragmenting the ecosystem. Yeah, maybe. It's a significant shift. Consider CoComelon was once hailed the most single-watched show. Yeah. Kids show, yeah, it was. For years, it sat atop streaming internet rankings, anchoring the preschool library. But as newer content emerged as the brand's novelty wore off, engagement dropped, so did the renewal. You can only watch these things so many times, you know? How long are these episodes, actually? Because these are like, when I would see them on YouTube, they were like 3 to 5 minute, like little clips and shows, like songs, you know, like Wheels on the Bus and stuff like that. Disney Plus, meanwhile, is inheriting a property already past its peak, while CoComelon will join the Disney service top-tier lineup, including Bluey, Spider-Man, It's unclear whether the addition will actually enhance the platform's performance. Nielsen most recent streaming rankings, CoComelon sits at 6 for a preschool demo, far cry from its once dominant position. The Disney deal includes further seasons of CoComelon as well as 8 seasons of Little Angel, a spin-off with strong performance in Latin America market. That global appeal may expand part of its Disney thinking, but unlike Bluey, which continues to see surging popularity in merchandise, Coco signs of plateauing in both views and cultural relevance. Ironically, it was once part of the Disney family already from October 20 to 22. The show streamed on Hulu before Disney had sole ownership of the platform, where it became the most watched title among households with preschool's age. But that was lockdown error, yep, and metrics haven't continued. That what worked 2020 may not work the same 7 years later. That's true. Really, all this stuff? The timing of Disney Plus deal conveniently overlaps with the planned release of CoComelon feature film from 2027. That makes sense. While Disney has no role in the production housing the series in advance of releases, given a Mama House an opportunity, the Mouse House, an opportunity to benefit from a new public interest if the movie performs. That's true. But that's a big if. With declining viewership and oversaturation of the brand, YouTube, Netflix, and merchandise aisles, it's not clear CoComelon still has the magic. Disney may be betting that it can net a surefire preschool sensation, much like it did with Bluey after importing the Australian hit. But Bluey was set on its rise as Disney picked it up. CoComelon may already be on its way down. Disney didn't just win a bidding war, it rented a brand in decline. Whether it's savvy long-term investment or miscalculated remains to be seen. One thing seems to be clear: Netflix didn't lose CoComelon, it left it behind. Okay. Interesting. Bluey is a joke. Bluey is crazy, man. I tell you what. What's so funny is what's funny is like Peppa Pig and Bluey, they're hilarious. They make me laugh. Whereas CoComelon is just like, it's just like it's like music oriented mostly. So like Wheels on the Bus, and then like weird songs and stuff. So it's not really like, it doesn't have that charm to it, right? It's just like little kids doing dancing and stuff like that, right? Whereas Bluey, like they go through stuff, you know what I mean? Like, and it's funny. Like Peppa Pig, she be just like roasting people. Don't do that, George. She be just like mad at her brother. The brother's always a dinosaur. Bluey's dad always be talking junk to someone. These are hilarious, right? They have that charm. Whereas CoComelon is just like ADHD, like, here, kid, go sit here and watch this, just to entertain like a 2-year-old to play with his dolls or toys in the room, that's basically all it is. So interesting, but there's a CoComelon movie. So that may help, but I don't know if that's a good deal. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. We'll see. Okay, let's see what else. What else is like the big stuff? Okay, let's do this. We have Villains merchandise, guys, okay? Shout it off the rooftops. Just like Universal does, Disney is merch king, all right? Buy it. Do it. Go get it. Order it. Spend all your money. You could pay your car payment next month, right? We have this, right? All this merch now. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a t-shirt. It's all right, t-shirt, not bad. These don't have prices on it. Wait a minute. Let's see. Do you have prices? We have prices, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here we go. T-shirt, $39.99. Yeah, it's a little more pricey than normal t-shirts. Usually their t-shirts are like $33 or $30 roughly. These starting to get a little overpriced now. I don't know what's happening, right? But we have the Villains shirt, okay? We have that. We have a tumbler for $27.99. These tumblers are $27.99 now, apparently. I don't know why. Why are all these things expensive?
Oh my god!
It's so much money. It's all right, tumbler, okay? On the back it looks like it's hair, okay. And the top, okay. We got a magic mirror ornament for $22. That's pretty expensive for just an ornament, right? It's a double-sided ornament. It says Villains on the back. It has the face on the front. I tell you, the mirror is getting more play than any of the other characters on this on this thing right here. We got a die cut magnet set. Okay, we have 4 magnets. So this is where we get some characters. We got Maleficent, Hook, and Cruella. Magnet set, $15. I know it says $14.99. It's $15. Come on, people. Let's not kid ourselves. And I believe that's the final item, actually. Yeah, that's the final item is a 4. So not a lot of things, but just a couple of things to get the ball rolling, see if people like it, right? But really, some of these are just overpriced, but, you know, people are going to buy them. You know, what's funny is I saw someone, you know, the Revolt $75 shirt that I was looking at Disney. I've seen a couple people had them on. I was like, wow, okay. I mean, if someone bought it for me, then maybe, but I wouldn't even want anyone to buy it for me. It's $75. Like, why are you wasting your money like that? But we have new merch. If you're at Hollywood Studios, go check it out. Look at it. If you want it, buy it. I'm not going to tell you what you do with your money, okay? It is what it is. Let me just make sure. Yeah, same old pictures, same old pictures, same old pictures. Okay, let's see what this. No lightning lane yet for Little Mermaid. Make sure I don't got it. No lightning lane for Little Mermaid because wait times are hitting 85 minutes. Look at these lines. Look at these lines to see the show. 85 minutes. Crazy. Standby only with long wait times on opening day. I was looking at the wait times today. Got pretty crazy. But that's it. No lightning lane. So maybe we do get there a little early. Try to see the show or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I can stream the show. That's the problem. I'll be able to record it, but streaming it might cut off the stream itself or something. Who knows? I don't know how these things work. But we'll see. We'll see with that. Okay, let's see what's happening at Universal Parks this week, okay? Let's just see. Universal's open, Butterbeer season's back, Fannikins Doles and Butterbeer, Wizarding World Harry Potter through Saturday. Okay, starting 23rd, guests can pick up some exclusive... Oh yeah, we have to talk about that too. There's some new Jurassic Park stuff, okay? Celebrate Jaws 50th anniversary. We also have that there. We already went over that. City Walk guests can enjoy classic blockbusters as part of summer movie series. So they have classic movies at City Walk movie theater at Cinemark. I didn't even know that was a Cinemark. Now I have to go, because if I need popcorn buckets, I can go to Cinemark and get popcorn buckets. Refurbishments. Hogwarts Express would be closed. We knew that. This is Hollywood. We don't care about Hollywood. Okay, so there's that. What else we got? Here it is. Yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth merch arrives at Universal Orlando. So we got some merch, guys. We got some merch. Do we have prices on any of these? We do not. So we have a cup. I don't even know what that animal is. There's a cup there. 3 Elements Adventure shirt. I don't know what this is. And then a coffee cup and then a hat. We got a bag. Looks like a mid, whatever those shirts called. I don't wear those shirts. We got some more merch. We got some toys, cups, shirts, shorts, plushies. I do kind of like this sweater though. This looks like a fleece. There's some buttons, a little bag. And all this is at City Walk and at Jurassic Outfitters and Islands of Adventure. So 2 places we can go to get this stuff. No prices though. I don't know. I would assume this is probably $60. That thing is $40. Some of these shirts are probably $30, $35. Stuff like that, right? Tony, welcome in from Bakersfield, California. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Where is Bakersfield? Is that kind of like, it's South California, like somewhere close to like Los Angeles somewhere, right? Somewhere over there. I lived in San Diego for 2 years. That's my extent of like California knowledge, is me living there for 2 years and loving the weather and everything. So, but yeah, we got Jurassic Park Rebirth stuff. Okay, let's go over this since it keeps popping up. Okay, Mark Ruffalo is set to return as Bruce Banner in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So we don't know what the premise is of Brand New Day. We just know he's going to be there. No one remembers who Peter Parker is, who, you know, how he's Spider-Man. So no one's supposed to know these things. Okay. So let's see, though. Nexus Point News can exclusively report that Mark Ruffalo set the reprise role as Bruce Banner. It's currently unknown what role Banner will play, whether he'll be portraying his alternate green persona. They can confirm Bruce Banner's appearance will be much larger than a cameo. Ruffalo's 10th appearance. Okay. We don't care when he was last seen. Because I never watched She-Hulk. Banner was still using his Professor Hulk form, where he transformed and able to shift between Banner and President Hulk while retaining his personality. Although it's not confirmed whether Banner will transform into President Hulk or the Savage Hulk, but can still play a pivotal role. Okay, no one knows. No one knows anything. No one knows anything. But apparently, it is always confirmed that the Hulk was more powerful when it was just the Hulk, and not when he's this Professor Hulk character. I always heard he was more powerful as just Hulk than the combination of the two. Okay. All right, so let's go over this too. All right. Lilo and Stitch came out this past weekend. It came out. We knew it was probably going to do good, and it did. I haven't seen it yet. I need to go see it eventually. I've never watched the original animated, so I want to probably watch that one first and then watch this one, because people are complaining that they changed kind of the ending for this, and they're not happy about it. Let's just say that. They're not happy about it. This was the biggest Memorial Day weekend in history for movie theaters, thanks in part to Lilo and Stitch. The remake made an estimate 145 in its opening weekend in the US, I'm assuming, putting it in the top spot. It made more than double the second place film Mission Impossible, which got $63 million. Lilo and Stitch was in 4,000 theaters. It averaged $32,000 per location, estimated to make $183 through Monday. The top films in the US and Canada grossed a record-setting $260 for Memorial Day. The previous record was set in 2013. The top films in the US grossed a record-setting. Okay. In addition to Memorial Day weekend record, Lilo Stitch was also the second largest opening for any 4-day weekend holiday. The biggest was Black Panther, which made $242 over President's Day. That was a crazy week. That was a crazy weekend. That was such a great movie too, and that deserved it. Live action Lilo Stitch has caused some controversy due to the big changes from the original film, like removing Gantu and Pleaking no longer dressing in drag. Watch the official trailer. And that's all it says. It doesn't really say. 145 is just America. I'm trying to see. Because it usually doesn't. Rocket Raccoon fan, welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you so much. We're just going over Lilo and Stitch's box office right now. See, worldwide it made 361. Yeah, that's what I thought. 182 in North America, and then it came 361 worldwide. So it made its money back. So that's good in its first weekend. So yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, this was just the US, which is really great. Even for a 4-day weekend, it's really great. So, and it's summertime and stuff, so yeah, so big ups to them. I haven't seen it yet. I still haven't really watched the full animated one. That's going to be on my to-do list. I got to watch that. So yeah, we'll probably save this for a minute because that's going to really irritate me. Oh, they have 2 new changes, guys, okay? We have 2 new changes to some rides at Epic Universe, okay? One I do know of. I don't know what the other one is, okay? So how big is this? Okay, it's not too long. We'll read it. Universal's newest theme park is hit ground running in major operating celebration, tons of food, amazing attractions, huge fans of the park. But speaking of these attractions, there have already been 2 major changes. Epic Universe finally opened after user invitation. I stepped into the park enough times to know it like the back of our hands. That being said, we noticed things change with 2 of the most popular rides definitely changing. Starting over in Wizarding World, we have Harry Potter Battle of Ministry. Attraction follows Dolores Umbridge trying to escape, blah, blah, blah. This ride has changed in 2 ways, starting with the removal of the virtual queue. Yes. So we don't need to read about that. Luckily, it was removed, but at the very least, Park Obsession never say never. But the second major change to this attraction is the big drop has been removed. I understand why. It's dumb though. Previously, there was a drop similar to Rise of the Resistance, but now it's gone. The ride had several technical challenges in our experience, and now team members are given pretty strict safety spiels about keeping your feet on the ground. It's possible that the drop was causing guests to come out of their seats, unintentionally beginning safety protocols on the ride and triggering a stop to the attraction. My question is, you were just at Epic on the 16th, and you cannot put into words how good Battle Ministry was. I love that park. That is such... Epic Universe is an awesome park. It definitely gave me everything I was looking for. There are some things that probably, I wish that could be better, but overall, a great opening to a park. Like, I can't even understand or put into words like thinking like how other theme parks opened. I need to go back and check, and that's probably something we can do. But I want to say this is probably like one of the better, if not probably the best openings for a park in regards to like the rides and kind of like originality and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But yes, Battle of the Ministry is an amazing ride. I don't know why they have this weird thing to where the feet have to be on the ground. Not necessarily have to be on the ground, but it triggers some sensitivity issue to where now the ride completely breaks down because your feet are not on the ground. That's what kind of gets me. It's just weird. It's just weird. So we don't know if the actual reason the drop was removed, but making it an educated guess here, this isn't the only ride with some major switch ups. Over Dark Universe, what changed? In the ride, Victoria has worked on to capture all the monsters. Final prize Dracula within reach. He's the baddest of them all, and when he escapes in the catacombs, the ride features several amazing animatronics, with the show-stopping being Dracula. So what's the big change? The final Dracula animatronic previously swooped down at you right before Victoria hit him with a ray of light to help you escape, pulling him back into the ceiling. Now, he more than just floats above you. He still does the motions, but honestly, it's just a lot less cool. So he doesn't like float around as much, I guess. Quincy referred to us at a Yeti fixation, yet we couldn't agree more. Isn't sure what this means over Animal Kingdom. The Yeti inside the Expedition Everest had a very similar fate where it previously swooped down but became quickly more of a strobe light experience. That's what's called B mode for when rides aren't working top capacity. Yes, that's true. Finally, the final Dracula is currently in B mode, just like our lovely Disco Yeti. The Yeti has never returned to its original A form because rumors are that the ride would need to be dismantled to fix the issues. That's so crazy. I hope that changes soon though. So yes, there's no longer the drop. So when we go, we have to see like what it does. It still has to do the same thing. Like the rhino looking animal still has to hit you up in the air, but I guess it just doesn't give you the simulation of being hit up in the air, I guess. That's not the only time it does it though. It actually does it when they hit the wand at you and you're supposed to drop into the next level. So that kind of defeats the purpose. That makes the ride not as good. But there it is. We got 2 changes. Take it what you will. Okay, let's go over this. Memorial Day crowds at Magic Kingdom disappear in 2025 as Universal seems to win big over Disney World. As Universal, it's just Universal. How long is this? It's not that long. We'll read it. But it does make sense. It was less crowded, but then again, Memorial Weekend was kind of less crowded for mostly everything. Because if you look at the times for Epic Universe, most of the other rides were like 10-15 minutes. You could just hop right on, there wasn't really any issue there. So let's read the park place. It can be a little biased, but We'll see. Memorial Day weekend crowds were shockingly low at Disney World. Editor-in-chief of that park place, Marvin, took a stroll through Magic Kingdom on 26, and we're amazed at how empty the world's most visited parks become. Meanwhile, Epic Universe still appears to be kept at low capacity for the start of the summer. Yes, they were kept at low capacity. That is true. Okay, I give it that. To ensure a smooth transition to full operations, but Universal proper and Islands of Adventure were both slammed with guests. That is true. They were pretty slammed. In fact, Magic Kingdom was so low on guests for Memorial Day, we decided to take photos specifically with the shadows clearly visible. Why? Well, so no one can claim that we took these photos in the morning or in the evening at time when we're faking, you know, how empty Magic Kingdom actually was. Prepare to be shocked. Okay. Shadows, that looks like noon. It's straight up, right? Pretty much. That looks like about 1 o'clock there. That looks like about 1 o'clock there. Okay, shadows, yep. Overall wait times often hovered around 10 to 15 minutes for most, even for the most coveted attraction. It makes me wonder how summer's going to be. It's just Memorial Day weekend. It's not that serious. You wrote it after it was removed, and only real drop was at the beginning leading to the first scene section. The Rhino part I remember was just giving a Star Tours sensation. Ah, okay. Okay, so the beginning is the first drop. Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. We'll see. We're going back. We'll be going back twice. We already went twice. We're going to go back twice at least. Once during the summer here in July when I'm bringing my kids, and then probably sometime in November. Hopefully before they don't add it to the annual passes. So we'll be going again. How will guests react when Magic Kingdom's Frontierland becomes a sea of construction walls and aim for destroying much of what people loved about the park in the first place? Or how will Disney pull off families once Epic Universe is allowed to operate at full capacity? So yeah, we don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I will see. I was looking at times over the weekend. I was looking, you know, at times for Epic Universe and for Disney and everything. And there were some times that were pretty low. You know, I will say that. Like, there were a couple of rides that I saw that's normally at an hour, and maybe they were at like 45 minutes or something. So I mean, yeah, it was just a weird weekend, you know. A lot of things happened this weekend, really. You had Lilo and Stitch come out. You had Mission Impossible. You had Epic Universe opening, you know. 4-day weekend. I think it probably rained yesterday, you know. So like a lot of things were happening this weekend. So I'm not sure if that correlates to anything, but Epic Universe opening weekend probably did take some people out of Magic Kingdom. I don't know if it took that many, you know, according to these pictures. I don't know if it took that many people out, you know. But also, I will say that it, you know, there's two things. One, it does look a little more bare than usual, but at the same time, they did only take pictures of Main Street and of like the front area, which can be a little misleading. But having gone to Magic Kingdom 90, 100 times, you know, going at least once a month to Magic Kingdom specifically, I can say that this does not look normal. This is not normal. So they are correct in stating that these, you know, these images can look like the park is bare, but at the same time, looking at something like, let's say this picture, it does look like there's more people up here. So it could or could not, but it does look bare for a normal Main Street USA. It definitely looks bare. So I'll give them that. I'll give them the credit for that. It did look normally, you know, abnormally bare. So I will give them that. Okay, so this is, okay, guys, this is the big one, right? This is the one that I want to go over. It's probably a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading. And I wish that they had a video on this. But let's get to know Adam Bankhurst. Who is Adam Bankhurst? Not only writes news, reviews, previews, and features for more for IGN, but he also helps run the homepage. Adam was born in Cleveland. He now lives in Columbus. He's got a wife and 3-year-old. He's an aficionado of all things Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, Lord of the Rings, Nintendo, Final Fantasy, Mass Effect, and more. Okay. These are the stories that he wrote. The cast, Epic Universe, Disney Plus, Netflix, top 25 animated films, everything you know about Disneyland. Okay. All right. He's got a little bit of a rap sheet, so let's see what he wrote. This is IGN though. So, a land filled with magic monsters, dragons, stars, and plumbers that lives up to its name and then some. Okay, so that seems plausible. Okay, seems good. Show Tomorrowland and we'll know. That's right. Show Tomorrowland, show Peter Pan, you know? Then we'll figure this out. Then we'll get to the brass tacks of things, right? Hold on, I'm looking for something. Right here. It's not there anymore. I ate it all. Okay. Here we go, guys. From the moment I stepped in Celestial Park, the first of 5 lands that make up Universal's Resort's newest theme park, there was something undeniably wondrous about the adventure I was about to embark on. Ahead of me lay 4 portals of fictional universes that I long dreamed of visiting, worlds filled with magic, monsters, dragons, and plumbers. And while the journey of those realms isn't without its stumbles, Epic Universe lives up to its name and then some. Okay, so far so good. What I remember most about my time at Epic Universe won't be the attractions, with the exception of the animatronic stuffed graveyard smash Monsters Unchained, which has cemented itself in my mind as one of the best rides in the world, but the immersive moments that transported me from Orlando into these stories that I've loved so much. Where else in the world could I gain trust of How to Train Your Dragon's Toothless, help Dr. Frankenstein capture Dracula, jump into Mushroom Kingdom in Donkey Kong Country, or travel back to the Wizarding World of the 1920s and the 1990s London? Okay. He's giving good so far, right? Super Nintendo World and its Donkey Kong Country area have already opened in other Universal parks, so there isn't much new in Epic Universe, Mario, and Donkey Kong themed land, but that doesn't make it less impressive or exciting. This is my first time at any Nintendo themed park, and as someone whose path to writing for IGN began with countless cherishless nights of finishing Super Mario World alongside with my mom, it was so incredible to be recreation of Mario World. Okay, all right, he's getting some cool points. Emerging from the portal from Celestial Park to Super Nintendo World, shaped naturally like a warp pipe, complete with sound effects, it felt like I was welcomed back to the familiar place rather than entering a new one. The flagpole atop Mount Beanpole with its spinning coins, menacing thwomps, Koopas, and stack of Goombas. Peach's castle with paintings and beckoned me to jump into the worlds that they could do in Super Mario 64. The Kong letters littered in Donkey Kong Country that I could collect just like every level of the game. They were all translated from the video game to real life massively. And the question blocks, guests can turn Super Nintendo World into the game itself by purchasing power-up bands and collecting digital coin stamps, keys across the land. But even without one, you can still interact with the environment elements like question blocks. It felt as though I had been training my whole life to jump on these blocks in immaculately designed, illuminated cubes, just the type of immersive place I want to live at the parks. I was impressed by the little touches, the Easter eggs packed into every corner of Super Nintendo World. There are Pikmin hiding about, Yoshi's Storybook in a queue, so many other great nods to Nintendo's history while you wait for Mario Kart's Bowser Challenge. There's even a part in underground area where you use the power-up bands to make an 8-bit Super Mario Brothers style Mario pop-up. In a surprising twist, I found the land's attractions to be its weakest part. They were in no way bad, it's just that Mario Kart Bowser Challenge, Yoshi's Adventures, and Minecart Madness each had an aspect that left me wanting a bit more. I'm thinking. Okay. In some, I can kind of agree with that. Mario Kart Bowser didn't give me that sense of speed I was hoping for. That is true. And while it's cool to see Mario characters through the ride of AR glasses, I found that characters restricted my field of vision, which took me out of the experience a lot. Yes, that okay. That is 100% true. I completely concur. It can be a little bit sensory overload or disorienting when you're trying to play the game, but also trying to look at things practically in the ride. I agree with that. Yoshi's Island has the most adorable queue of all time, but the ride is painfully slow and left me baking in the hot Orlando sun for way too long. It is a slow ride. I wish it was a little longer. And yes, it can let you bake in the sun for a good minute. These are good criticisms. These are good criticisms. Minecart Madness is a bit rough on the body, and I found that sitting in the back of a 4-person cart makes the ride signature track jumping and losing less impactful. That is, I can concur with that. It is a little bit jerky, okay? I had that same conclusion. The rides all have their strong points, but I find they didn't compare to actually walking around Super Nintendo World. I also really want to highlight the accessibility of this land because Super Nintendo World has a lot of stairs. Thankfully, elevators are plentiful, and I found to be the case throughout the park and its attractions. They do have a lot of stairs. It's crazy. It is crazy. How to Train a Dragon, a la Burke. Okay, I reached my hand out, and the life-size animatronic extended his head to meet me in an act of understanding. His eyes closed. He made a sound of approval. I could hardly believe it. It felt like I was actually petting a living, breathing dragon. Toothless meet and greet is without a doubt the greatest character encounter I have ever had at a theme park. That is absolutely true. The animated figure responds in real time to what guests are doing. It is so expressive with its motions. It's some of the most outstanding tech I've ever seen, and it's easily the highlight of my entire time at Epic Universe. And to top it all off, I was guided through it by a character actor doing spot-on rendition of Toothless Companion and Rider, the young Viking Hiccup. His fellow dragon riders Astrid, Roughnut, Toughnut, and Gobber can also be seen elsewhere in the land, and they are just as hilarious, delightful, and screen accurate. Hiccup, the people that they have doing Hiccup are amazing. It is crazy how good they are. Burke and all its vibrant colors, mischievous dragons, and hilarious adorable sheep are present in the park. There's also a ton of water, adds to land beauty and aesthetic, even it plays an integral part in the star attraction. Hiccup Wing Gliders, which was my second favorite ride of this trip and picked for my best family coaster in the whole park. This is a great coaster. Definitely an underrated coaster. I didn't think it would be that great, but it is an amazing coaster. And it's smooth. It doesn't it's not too fast to like where it's daunting like Velocicoaster or anything. Hiccup's Wing Gliders take you on a tour of Burke and via a winged flying machine of Hiccup's own design. It is thrilling and smooth ride. I never felt too overwhelmed or anywhere close to motion sickness. John Powell's masterful How to Train Your Dragon score kicks off the perfect moment, adds a sense of soaring through the sky, and it filled my heart with joy. By comparison, Isle of Bork, two other attractions, Dragon Racers and Fire Drill, are more of a nice glide. Yep, Dragon Racers has a fun element to control, allowing you to move the vehicle up and down with its levers, but also didn't feel much like flying to me. There was a noticeable lack of music, which I'm hoping was a glitch. Fire Drill with its cutout dragons and humans in the movie is adorable, but it's a pretty slow water ride with water guns, and I wish they was a little more powerful. I think these will be more fun for younger guests, but they lack the qualities I might have at all ages. For those younger guests, Isle of Burke's also boasts a fantastic medieval playground. Theme parks often have a lack of open areas where kids can play, but not here. Yep. Some of the wonders mean Toothless and replicated Burke's live show. Yes, the Untrainable Dragon, which features colorful, expressive, massive dragons on its own. I was blown away by the craft and tech of display. The story itself left a bit to be desired. Still, the worth the time and commitment. That's what I say. I don't. The story's like me, but what are they going to tell there? You know what I mean? They want to do something kind of like original, not retell a story or anything like that. So it's kind of like an original story, but the show itself is great, Other than that, All right. Much of the early bits surrounding Epic Universe, Harry Potter will focus on Battle Ministry, because that's all that's there. But the glimpse of Paris was surprising me in best ways. The land is stunning. It truly felt I was back in time across the Atlantic, a sensation best captured by my lunch at Café La 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 La. As I sat to an outdoor table eating French onion soup and a butterbeer crepe. How does that go together? I was in Paris, but I could have spent all day there watching the people go by, listening to fantastic live music by Plume, the adorable Puffskein. There's also transporting the ambience of Tower Building, the characters dressed in the 1920s, and the extended into the best show Epic Universe, Le Cirque Arcanus. It's a good show. I wouldn't say the best show in all of Epic Universe. I mean, there's only 2 shows. No spoilers, but there's a show filled with fantastic beasts, supreme talented live performers, and various Potterverse flourishes that had me laughing, amazed, and even tearing up at moments. A must see. What did it have you tearing up? What in that show had you tearing up? What didn't work well, sadly, was the interactive wand experience that had me casting spells, making instruments perform, shutting suitcases. In theory, at least, it may be just a weak wizard, but it took me at least 2 or 3 tries to get my spells to work each time, and that was a bit frustrating. Oh well, back to Hogwarts for me. Who complains about that stuff? It's gonna take a couple though. I'm also gladly add to the ever-growing chorus praises of the queue. Harry Potter, yep. Its scale and lighting and detail are unmatched by any other attraction. The only thing that might compare is stepping aboard the Star Destroyer in Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. But despite my massive fandom, I still have a slight edge about the Ministry. Leaving Paris through the Metro flu, green smoke. Beyond the sheer scale of the palace, found myself dismayed by the actual offices adjourned in the atrium. Booths where they stop at the check-in. Daily Prophet, newspapers to read, even moving wanted posters. Yes, I like that. Yep. And Elmbridge. It's also important to note that the queue itself is very long. Yes, it is very long. It took her 13,000 steps and roughly 20 minutes to get from the ride entrance area to the boarding area. Universal is obviously expecting big lines for this, yes. Perhaps there's a reason why so much attention details to the queue. Yep, okay. While providing the ride itself is impressive, pulls off similar illusions of scale, it's very jerky and doesn't use a lot of screens that sometimes don't look great. The screens don't look great. What are you talking about? The ride itself is impressive and pulls off similar illusions of scale. It's very jerky and uses a lot of video screens that sometimes don't look great. Okay, I can see in the initial where the elevators are like moving side to side, it's blurry, which I'm not sure why they did that blurring effect, because we're supposed to be like moving with them. So I do see that. It can be a little blurry at the beginning, but everything else looked great. The end of it can make your eyes sweat if you're emotional. You had to say eyes sweat. Get me off this. Okay, Dark Universe. Prior to my epic trip, Dark Universe was the land I felt least attached to. The classic Universal monsters just haven't been a part of my life the way Mario and How to Train Dragon have. Yet it ended up making the biggest impression on me because the land's marquee attraction is one of the greatest rides I've ever been on, hands down. Monsters Unchained gives Count Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, Wolfman, Mummy, Creature Black Loon, creepy cohorts a moment of spotlight. It's a thrilling ride that I didn't find too scary. Sadly, there's plenty of intensity and exhilaration, but this isn't a ride with a high barrier entry to fear-wise. It's more entertaining through and through. I just had the biggest smile on my face the entire route. There was some video screens in play. They transited seamlessly into marvelous animatronics of Drac and the gang. I was able to ride it 4 times in a row and never felt sick to my stomach. This is undisputed champ of Universal's open day attractions. Yes, Monsters Unchained, drove by Chris the Werewolf, is a very fun spinning coaster that sends riders fleeing and werewolves. I think it's my favorite part is that you sit back with at least 2 other guests and spun around. I was able to see other guests' reaction and laughter. This distinct feature adds a thrill of rides, a little more aggressive and bumpy, still manageable for most people's estimation. It's a short ride though. That said, Dark Universe is one land epic where attractions overshadow their surroundings. There's one great atmosphere in the village Darkmoor, the imposing Frankenstein Manor facade, the burning blade, yep. But it's hard to be spooked in the middle of blistering hot Orlando sun with a ton of guests around you. Yeah, that changes after the sun goes down. You'll be around to take a dreaded walk around. I don't mind you running into many great meet and greets though. Come prepared to be roasted by mad scientists, assented Igor, pay your respect to Frankenstein monster, and be serenaded by a violin. Kudos to Universal Parks casting. They populated Epic Universe top-notch character. You didn't even talk about the Invisible Man. How you gonna miss him? Okay, they gave it a 9. All right. Celestial Park. Celestial Park is more just a stoop over of the way more similar land. As the name suggests, it's a cosmic feel, which informs its shops, restaurants, and rides like the phenomenal Stardust races. This dueling coaster sends you soaring up and upside down, right side up across Celestial Park, including free-falling features. that give Velocicoaster a run for its money, with its 10-track system, sense of competition, coordination, a chaotic element that leads to surprising to see your fellow riders. While it's great at any time of day, Darts Art really shines at night. Yes, it does. Even from afar, the dueling coasters looks like shooting stars in the sky. Bringing one of those shooting stars in a dark adds a new layer. Nighttime is also best time to ride it. The other attraction is Land Cot Stage Carousel. It's pretty slow. Merry-go-round, but it's still fun. My one gripe is that the abundant pillars and beams seem to be blocking what could have been a gorgeous part. Yeah, that's true. Beyond massive fountains and giant sculptures and the theme portals on Land Celestial Park is also a place for a ton of open space for kids to run around. There's very little shade. And the problem with Epic Universe as a whole, temperatures were in the 90s the whole time. Yes, this is Florida. Very few spaces. Make sure you pack sunscreen, some indoor spots. Plan your trip. Okay. Epic Universe lives to its name, while some of it isn't without fumbles, forgettable rides. While it isn't without a few stumbles and forgettable rides, the immersion and moments take your breath away and transport you. Why even? I mean, yeah, they're forgettable rides. Okay, I agree. Yoshi Mover is kind of a forgettable ride, but I like what's in there. You know, I like seeing Baby Yoshi and Baby Mario and stuff, you know. But yeah, it is kind of a forgettable ride. I would think that the Racers Rally is probably forgettable for me, honestly, because I didn't go on it. But he gave it a 9. All right, he gave it good. He gave it a 9. Okay, we can't harp on him. All right, he agreed with pretty much everything that I thought he should agree on, right? But that is a good review. Okay, I give it that. Okay, we'll give it that. I think that's pretty much mostly like the news, you know? Let's see if there's anything else. Oh. There is something. Okay, guys. We have to talk, okay? This is a PSA that's going out to you guys. All right? For the love of God, when you go to theme parks, don't be stupid. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, we have meet and greets out here. We have roaming characters that just walk around and do stuff. Please do not touch these characters unless they want to be touched, unless they take their hand out and say, hey, shake my hand. Or if they don't just touch them. All right, stop touching these people. We're gonna lose these characters because people want to be idiots. Okay, these weirdos, and I'm gonna call them weirdos. Just watch. Look at that. You can tell he was like, oh my God. Who does that? And then he tells him the whole, and he's trying to touch him, tell him the whole. Like, who? Why? Well, first of all, you're manhandling this guy just because you want to get a good picture. Get a couple of pictures. I'm befuddled by this. I understand you want to get a good picture. I understand this. You know how phones work, right? You can take multiple pictures. You could take like 15 pictures. You just keep tapping. Just tap, 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 tap. Look, I just took 7 pictures. Easily, I took 7 pictures. Take a bunch of pictures. Wait till the character does what he wants to do. Don't just... Yeah, come here. What are you doing, man? What's wrong with you? It is. It's a violation. It's bro, you're touching me, bro. I didn't come be this character so someone could touch me. The heck? And you could tell he was completely dumbfounded by what happened. Like you're just touching this guy and like forcing him into a position that you don't want him to do. This is idiotic behavior. The park just opened. Don't touch these people. Don't touch any character. Don't grab them. Don't pull them. Don't tap them. Don't do that stuff. Let them be how they want to be, okay? Public service announcement. You're welcome, okay? Now move it along. Jeez Louise. It's so unacceptable. Yeah, he manhandled this guy. Like, bro. No one cares about your little stupid picture. No one cares about that. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Moving on. Moving on. I like this. I want this. I kind of want this. I don't want to build it, but I want it. And it's probably $300, so I don't want it. And someone took Super Mario 64 and brought it to Epic Universe, so I thought that was cool. Look at this. Here's a gift for you, Amber. Yeah. You remember that? I remember that. I remember that on TV shows. When we used to do that. When we used to have commercials. Look at this guy. I can't believe this guy. Let me make sure there's nothing else. Where is this at? Here's a popcorn bucket. It's in the back of his neck, though. I'm trying to see where it's at. Oh, here we go. Popcorn buckets. Regal has an incubator. AMC has a footprint tub. That is the worst one. Cinemark has the popcorn head. Cinemark in Universal Studios in City Walk will have the popcorn bucket. And they have a cup and a tin. No one wants that footprint. We want that head. Give me that head, son. You just saw the tooth. I know you saw the toothless button. So this is where we're going. We got to go to Cinemark to get this popcorn bucket. I do kind of like this popcorn bucket too, actually. I do actually like this one. I like the red, you know. So there's that. Someone's playing Epic Universe. All right. Let me see. Make sure there's anything else. There's nothing else. I do like this 35th anniversary. Oh, look at this. They got a buffalo chicken beignet slider at Disneyland. This is at Disneyland, though. It's dipped in buffalo sauce and creamy slaw on a beignet. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. I wrote, I need to try that. I wonder how much if I DoorDash it. Can you imagine me DoorDashing something from California? Oh my God, it would take fucking 3 to 5 days. They'd have to ship it to me. I just want to try it. I just, you know, it looks good. I just want it. All right. Is there anything else? I don't think there's really anything else. You saw that, I think. I don't know if I showed you guys that, but they have sip cups. They have a sipper at City Walk for $33, Frankenstein. So that's cool too. So yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Oh, look at that. I got that for Amber. They can keep that. You just saw. Look at that. That's cool. Amber had to have it, so I had to give it to her. Okay, so that's it for the Twitters. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? There's a lot of things I need to watch. There's just a bunch of things that I needed to watch. And I'm probably not going to have time to do it today. I'm trying to think, should I even... It is 11 o'clock. I'm going to check the weather again. Let me check the weather again. Okay, let's check the weather. I'm so irritated about how the weather is just acting. I just don't want to deal with the weather tomorrow. We got 24, 22, 15, 15. I might just have to go in the morning, man, because look at this. It's just I don't want to deal with the weather like that, you know? I don't want to deal with impracta. You're spoiled? Yeah, you are spoiled. I don't want to deal with the what's the word I'm looking for? I just don't want to deal with just me not knowing what's going to happen. 60% is pretty much going to rain. So I'm pretty sure it's going to rain between like 5 and 8 sometime, you know, during that time. But I just don't know 100% what's going to happen. And I don't like that when I'm trying to stream, you know? So I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, the evening might be rough for just for just the weather itself. But I can go during the day, but the day is going to be hot. It says partly cloudy. There is a little bit of wind. So I don't know what I want to do yet. I might just be a bum and just stay home tomorrow. I honestly might. So I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. There is a lot of stuff that I need to watch, but I'm not sure if I just want to. I'm not sure if I want to watch it. I'm actually kind of. There's just a lot of stuff. I'm ready to be done. Just done with the whole day. You know what I mean? So if I do go in the morning, then I probably have to leave now, honestly. But we got to do I do need to think about doing some more like reaction, like watching movies and stuff like that. So we'll have to see, but I think for now I'm just going to end it. I'm going to figure out what I want to do tomorrow and then go from there. So with that being said, appreciate you guys hanging out, Ninja watching, chilling with me for a little bit, going over some news. I do need to get up there and probably get some content or something, you know, but it's just a pain in the ass. It's summertime. It's hot, you know. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll figure it out. We shall figure it out, guys. So, yeah. I see that now. There we go. But, yeah, I'm going to get going. We'll catch you guys later. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll figure it out. We'll have something tomorrow. Maybe we'll watch a movie or I will be at the park. I'm not sure yet. But yes, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all stay safe. Peace out.